client Sam, absolute legend, who has been on the program now since September. So we've worked together for over half a year, and the reason why I had to share this one, I'm excited to share, is because this guy has made ridiculous progress. Like in terms of like the speed of which he's done it and the amount that he's lost over the last 4 years, coaching over literally like 300 people now. That's the quickest and most somebody's ever lost in a program. So he's literally made history within the Limitless Coaching brand. So just want to talk you through exactly how he did it, because a lot of people messaged me off the back of this, and I thought this could be really helpful to go away from Instagram, get off of like the limited caption, and actually walk you guys through step by step how we did it. Because it definitely will help you if you listen all the way through. So, and he only did this, by the way, in over 2 hours a week when it comes to his training in the gym. So, obviously, really, really busy guy. Did it in just literally that amount every week. So, just to start with, before we got started, these are the specific words that stood out in my mind when we spoke. Obviously, we speak a lot, but like the main things he said is that he felt like he was living life on autopilot. So, basically, going through the motions every day, feeling sluggish, lacking some drive, and just not feeling like he felt when he was younger, not feeling like the best version of like himself or what that he pictured that would look like. So he was almost dragging himself through the mud every day, and that for him was obviously not a very good thing. Being a father, being a partner, being a manager, like a big role within his the company he works at. So obviously he had a lot of responsibility, and he needs to show up every day, right? So that was the main thing he said. He said also he tried so long. He said this was like the last shot for him. He specifically said this is the last shot because he tried loads of diets, usually quick fixes, cutting out carbs, doing like the keto diet, going on restricted calories, just eating clean, eating barely anything, doing anything he could because he was so desperate to see results. And he thought, right, let's try everything I can underneath the sun. But he wasn't getting the results he wanted. They're making him feel miserable, as you can imagine. And for him, he felt like that there has to be another way. And he was done. He was like, I'm fucking done with doing the stuff that makes you feel shit, and I just want to do something that is real, do things the proper way, do things the right way. And that's obviously where I kind of came in to the process with him. And just to move us up here, so he said he was stuck and couldn't get past the weight he was. So he'd lost a little bit of weight by himself, but he was always stuck at this specific weight, around like 126, or between 126 and 130, and he just couldn't get past it. It was just like that sticking point that no matter what he did, nothing would budge. And he started to believe, like, is it just the fact that I'm not meant to lose weight? But obviously I know that's not the case. It's just he didn't know where to put his efforts. Didn't know how to manage the nutrition properly. Again, that's why he was trying all the quick fixes, and he was winging it in the gym, just showing up randomly, inconsistently, trying things here and there, but there was no specific plan to it as well. So this is where most people will trip up. Most guys and girls trip up because they follow the quick fixes, right? You do it because you think, right, I've got a holiday coming up, I've got 5 or 6 weeks or maybe less, I'm going to blitz the weight off as quick as possible. Or even if it's not a holiday, you're like, right, I've got a lot of weight to lose, I need to get out of pain, or I need to get towards this achievement I want to get to, so let's do it quickly. But here's the issue, right? If you're doing that, it's fine if you have 2 or 3 kilos to lose and you're almost like really, really lean for holiday. But if you want to get in amazing shape and you're 10, 15, 20 plus kilos away from that, it's going to take a long time. And there's no way you have to sustain something, that you cannot stick to for more than a week. You're just going to backfire and go backwards and then gain the weight back. You need something that is going to allow you to stick to it long term and sustain a good level of progress so you can actually get to the end. That's the key thing that we do within the program. So this is what we did, right? This is how we actually got him from where he was at the start to where he is now, obviously, and then working towards his next goals as well, to move us out of the way. So his past efforts, restricting stuff, always restricting stuff. Can I make this bigger, actually? How should you do that? I have no idea. That's annoying. I swear. Oh, here we go. Wicked. So instead of restricting the food and the calories so much, what we got him to do is eating more. And this was like a concept to him. He was like, well, that doesn't make sense. If I eat more food, how am I going to lose more weight? But here's the thing. When we're prioritizing good, whole quality foods, good quality nutrition, we can like pack out his plate so that they're really, really filling. So every time he has a meal, he knows he's eating, he knows he's full for a few hours, he's not starving and like barely making it to the next meal and having to like have loads of cravings, loads of hunger and just go off track, which is what he used to do before. He was able to lose pretty much a kilo every single week for 36 weeks. That is like wild to think that he did that, right? And it's still going over the last few weeks since we've posted this result. But he said this was wizardry on our first call where we got reviewed his progress in the program after actually second call after 8 weeks. And the reason why, I said, I don't get it. I'm going to bed and I'm full and I'm like, there's no way I'm going to weigh in lower tomorrow. And then he woke up and he weighed in lower. And this is the thing, when it's specific and you know what you're doing, you can have that. You can go on a diet, but it doesn't feel like one. You're just living everyday life, eating good quality food, feeling good. And at the same time, the scales are dropping, you're losing body fat and you're moving towards your goals. Then off the back of that, so that was the fat loss side, we had to get him training a bit more, get him consistent, being specific so we can build some muscle. But the key thing is, right, he's really, really busy. So if he's very, very busy and he's got a family and he's got an important job, then the reality is that training 4, 5, 6, 7 days a week like a bodybuilder and doing loads of cardio is not realistic for him. So we got time efficient with his plan. We've got 3 days a week, and he kind of moves between 2 and 3 depending on how busy the week is. 2 to 3 days a week. He's getting stronger every week. He's building muscle. All his lifts are going up. He's enjoying the progress. And they're literally lasting like 35 to 45 minutes at a time. So literally less than 3 hours a week, and he's able to achieve that. And then we gave him specific targets to hit every day too, so that he knew every day when he woke up, right, this is how much steps I do, this is like how many calories I need, how much protein I need. So there were specific things he had to hit. There was literally no guesswork involved in this process. Let's go back. So this is just a representation, right? So this is his tracker that we use, like I use personally, and it shows his weight. So this is literally the last like 30 something weeks or 30 or so weeks. As you can see, these are the targets we set. So like week 1, 125.5, week 2, 124.5, and so on. Every week it was like basically lose a kilo. 1% of his body weight is what we're aiming for. As you can see here, he literally every single week, bar a few of them, was close enough to losing a kilo. That's what happens when you have a specific plan and you action it accurately. Like, that is what is possible. Most people, I'm not going to sit here and say that you're going to achieve this, because again, this is the craziest in terms of not the result, but how quickly he's achieved the result in the program. But this is what's possible when you like lean into a process that works and you're consistent. That literally is it. So it's possible for anyone, only if you're willing to buy into the fact that this isn't going to be a quick fix. It's not going to take 2 or 3 weeks. It's going to take a little bit more time. It's taken him like 8 months until this point, and guess what? We're not done yet. There's still more months to go, but how great a position has he gone in by doing this and now being able to stick to it? That's the big win for him. He's built a lifestyle here. So these are results. Like I said, 31 kilos, move this here, 31 kilos down, smaller, 31 kilos down. Massive difference. Like literally how different this guy looks is incredible. Like, this guy fucking inspires me. He inspires the other guys in the program who talk about it. Like, this guy's an inspiration because he shows up every day and he just gets it done. And he never ever complains, never ever questions anything. He just literally just takes action. He said he's feeling the most energetic and has got the most get up and go that he's ever felt, which carries on into his family life, carries on into his relationship, with his work, when he's with his colleagues. Like, all of these things are improving his life because of his results. Like, he's fulfilling his potential in every aspect of life. That's what we help clients do. The way in which we do it is just through fitness. He looks like a different man, right? He looks like a different man, not just because he shaved his beard, his moustache, but he looks like a different man completely. He's done it in a way that doesn't feel like a diet, which for him is a really, really big win. He's got away from that hustle, grind, like diet culture. Like, he's doing things the right way now. It's a lifestyle, and he feels confident, of course, in his body. And we're not done yet. Like, we've still got more to go, more fat to lose. Then we're going to go through a maintenance phase. Then we're going to go and build some muscle, and then actually start to build his physique. We're taking it step by step, and he's bought in. He's bought in because he truly understands now that it does take time, but he's in it for the long haul. Because guess what? The time's going to pass anyway, is what we spoke about. So why not do things the right way instead of just going through the same cycle year after year after year and never getting to where you want to be in 5 years to be in the same position? But now his whole reality has changed because of that. So if you are a guy or a girl, same position, struggling, tried everything, you go into the gym, you're showing up, you're kind of winging things, you don't know how exactly specific the plan should look like or be to get you toning up, losing body fat, being leaner, being confident in your body. Like, the work has to start now. You can't keep putting this thing off, because like Sam, we put it off for so long to get help, and then guess what? 8 months later, even just a few months in, he's in such a different position. But if he wouldn't have made that commitment, he'd still be going through that frustrating cycle right now. So if you're interested in that, we have a few spaces free at the moment. Just message me on Instagram, the word info or ready or whatever it is that you want to do. I've got a document that literally covers the program, exactly how it works, what's involved, so you've got an idea of it, and of course we can chat back and forth, see if it's a good fit, and obviously have a no obligation kind of chat from there. So if you're interested, like I said, just drop me a message on Instagram. I'll put the link in, if you follow me already, great. I'll put the link in my description, or just type in Lorenzo Russo 1 and follow me on Instagram, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.